Next to dive is the name of Daniel Ramos Rodriguez with a level of 3 difficulty. He will do a forward 3.5 somersault in the pike positions in his first dive. That is a good dive, very good. But it's just some significant water disruptions. Those that we are going to watch right now, most of them are coming from Latin America. A lot of Latin American, Latinos, Portuguese speaking, mostly are from Latin Americas in this 10 meters platform. They're also from United States of America and also from Canada, because this is a Pan-American Junior Championship. The mic was good, it's just the entry, there is a little bit of some bend. Okay. Okay, and now we have the next to dive. I think Carlos Daniel Ramos will have to repeat his dive. They requested to repeat the dive. Is it possible? To repeat the round one? How is it possible? Can someone explain how it will be possible to repeat the first round? Thank you very much. The diver from Cuba will repeat his dive because he dived before the judges did their signal, so it wasn't recorded. So let us watch again the diver from Cuba.
Carlos Ramos, 107 3.5 vueltas al frente, posición B, 3.
We'll do a forward 3.5 somersault in the pike position. Carlos of Cuba. That's a good dive, but I think there was a little bit of mist during his dive. It wasn't a perfect dive, should I say. Congratulations, Carlos. The pike was good. The entry is good also. But it's a good dive, should we say. He got 60.0 score here. Next to dive is from Cuba.
Viene Carlos Daniel Ramos Ramos Rodríguez de Cuba, segunda.
Daniel Ramos Rodriguez will do a 3 level of difficulty with 3.5 somersault forward in the pike position.
El chico viene en un proceso de crecimiento enorme a raíz de estar, de disfrutar de nuevas experiencias en el Centro Internacional de Desarrollo de la Federación Internacional de la Natación Amateur en Kazán. Buen clavado,
That's a good dive from our man.
lo que te define el clavado, la entrada.
Sí, sí.
I'm just feel sorry for the 6.5, 6.5, 7. He got 64.35 scores here. The next to dive is from
Con ese punto técnico acá, Robin, sí,
Pero los jueces no tienen una cámara frontal, entonces no,
que les
no sé
permita
qué les
ver.
Next to dive is from Colombia. Carlos Arnel Ramos Rodriguez will do a 3.2 level of difficulty with a 3.5 somersault inward in attack position.
Estamos llegando a la mitad de la competencia.
Llegando al Centro de Desarrollo en Kazán, Rusia.
una salida alta por una distancia para que no alcances a pisar la plataforma. Sale muy bien, una excelente salida, pero a la hora de
Excellent dive from Colombia.
no entre la vertical como es correcto y salpique pues el agua que vimos ahí. De hecho,
The attack
ahí
was good. The entry is good. Great vertical lines. Congrats.
como lo puedo decir, jale un poquito más el cuerpo
Correcto.
para poder llegar a la vertical y eso sí.
He got 70.4 scores here. Carlos Daniel Ramos Rodriguez of Cuba.
Estaba Fernando Plata, Sautín, entre muchos otros. Entonces yo tengo fotos con todos, ¿no?
The next to dive is the man who is leading, Daniel Ramos Rodriguez. He will do a 3.4 level of difficulty with reverse 3.5 somersault in attack positions.
Estos niños, estos jóvenes están inspirando a los que están ahorita viéndolos en están aquí, las gradas aquí arribita, bajo todo el equipo de aquí de Cali se toman fotos con nosotros. Esos niños están viendo a estos otros niños un poco más grandes, ¿no? Para inspirarnos.
En plataforma, el cubano Carlos Daniel Ramos.
3 vueltas y media inversa en posición C.
That is a very great dive from Daniel Ramos of Colombia. Excelente. Colombia. The patak was good. The entry was beautiful. And the vertical line was excellent. But it's just a little bit of arcing causing an evident disruption to waters. Got 45.9. Next to dive is from Cuba. He will do a arm stand, back double somersault, 1.5 twist. It's just the arm stand is not straight because it doesn't form and it causes or it sacrifices his entry. There is an evident bending or arcing during the entry that causes an imminent disruption of waters. But 4.5, 5. He got 46.4 total score here. Carlos Daniel of Colombia. From Colombia, Carlos Daniel Ramos Rodriguez will do a 3.2 level of difficulty. He will have a back 2.5 somersault and 1.5 twist in the pike positions.
Excelente.
Just a little bit late, the audio from the video. That is an excellent dive. Excellent dive. Indeed, a masterclass. Great job for your sixth dive. Carlos has a good dive here. Just a little bit of separation of the legs during the flight. The entry was good. The vertical line was good. Just a separation of legs in his flight. He got 72.0 score here. Great job for Carlos Ramos Rodriguez of Colombia. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Chris RD Gymnastics Music and Sports channel. And today we are going to rewatch together the replay of the Central American and Caribbean Games 2023 in their 10 meters platform dive. Consider, subscribe, like, and share to this channel. And thank you very much for your continued support. From Cuba, we have here Carlos Ramos. Will have a 3.0 level of difficulty, and he will do a forward 3.5 somersaults. He's also a world champion contender in this World Champion 2023 in the World Aquatics. Carlos Ramos of Cuba. It's a fair dive for Carlos Ramos of Cuba for his 3.5 somersaults.
Puntuación 8,5,
8, 7, 7.5, 8.5, 8.0, 72.0 total score of Carlos Ramos of Cuba for his first dive. Fine judgment.
2076.
A world champion qualifier also. From Cuba, Carlos Ramos will have a 3.3 level of difficulty for his second round, and he'll do a back 3.5 somersaults in a tuck position. Carlos Ramos of Cuba. Taking his time before he starts. Oh, so you can see a very big amount of water splash. And for sure there is maybe a problem with his vertical lines there. 5, 4.5, 5.5, 49.5 scores from the judges.
4076.
Carlos Ramos will have 3.2 level of difficulty for his third round, and he will do an inward 3.5 somersaults in a tuck position. Carlos Ramos of Cuba. Why the camera at the back is not working? They should feature also the camera at the back. Nicely done. And that is a very good dive for Carlos Ramos of Cuba.
Puntuación 8,5, 9,
9, 9, 8.5. Very good. 86.4 score of Carlos Ramos of Cuba for his third round. World champion contender also here. the future of South American, Caribbean, in diving. Carlos Ramos will have 3.4 level of difficulty for his fourth round, and he will do a reverse 3.5 somersaults in tuck position. Carlos Ramos of Cuba. Taking his time for him to start. That is nicely done for Carlos Ramos. I love the vertical lines there. It was nicely done.
Puntuación 5, 6,
5,
4,5,
4.5, 6.0, 54.4 total score for Carlos Ramos. It's a mixed judging for the judges here. Sebastian Villa.
6, 2, 4, 3, D.
One of the future of South America for diving, Carlos Ramos of Cuba, will have a 3.2 level of difficulty, and for his fifth round, and he will do an arm stand back double somersault with 1.5 twisting. Yeah, free position. Oh, that is a good job. Beautiful dive for our Cubans.
Puntuación 8, 7,5, 8.
For Carlos Ramos, he got 76.8 total score here. 8.0, 7.5, 7.0 individual score from the judges.
5, 2, 5, 3, D.
One of the great diver of Latin America, we have here Carlos Ramos of Cuba. He'll have a 3.2 level of difficulty for his final dive, and he will do a back 2.5 somersaults with 1.5 twisting in a pike position. Carlos Ramos of Cuba. Nicely done for Carlos Ramos there. It's a good job for him. It's a good vertical lines there. The entry is beautiful.
Puntaje 8,5, 8,5, 7, 8.
He got here a 73.6 total score, 8.5, 7.0, 7.5 scores to the judges. Must be a podium medal for Carlos Ramos. And here, the final result. We have here Mexico, Diego Valleza, the gold, Sebastian Villa, silver, and Carlos Ramos of Cuba on the bronze medal position. Manuel Vasquez on the fourth of Puerto Rico, Mexico, Germán Sanchez fifth, Leonardo Garcia, Colombia on the sixth, Venezuela, Jesus Gonzalez seven, and El Salvador, Machas Ortiz, the very young, silver medal, eighth position. Thank you very much, and God bless you. This is his second dive. Awarding ceremony of the 10 meters platform finals in the Central American and Caribbean Games 2023. And please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share to this channel, Chris RD Gymnastics Music Sports channel. The bronze medalist from Cuba,
Carlos Ramos,
Carlos Ramos here. And really, he is the future of Latin America in diving. He's really a great diver. He's also a world champion finalist. From Colombia here, Sebastian Diaz of Colombia here in silver medal position. Diego Valleza of Mexico, the great Diego of Mexico, and he's also the strongest diver in Pan American Games and also in Latin America. The unbeatable Diego Valleza for gold medal position. From Cuba, Carlos Daniel Ramos Rodriguez finishes on the 26th place with 344.95 points, 191.95 points behind the top one. Congratulations, Carlos Daniel Ramos Rodriguez of Cuba. One of the favorite of YouTube. Actually, he is a favorite of YouTube here. Carlos Ramos. Forward 3 1/2 somersaults in pike position with 3.0 level of difficulty. Yes, Carlos Ramos of Cuba. He is one of the favorite of the YouTube community during the Central American Games. Oh, that's awesome job for Carlos Ramos. I hope he will improve more to win a medal for Olympics. I'm just a little bit skeptical of his pike position, but a very good vertical lines and entry. Scores 7, 7.5, 7, 6.5, 7, 6.5, 6.5. Total 61.5 for Carlos Ramos. Legend in diving. From Puerto Rico, Carlos Ramos. He will do a back 3 1/2 somersaults with 3.3 difficulty. Carlos Ramos of Puerto Rico. Wow, it was nicely done by Carlos Ramos. Good vertical lines and a very awesome entry. Resulting a very minimal water splash. The top position is good. He has a good time to grab his hands to form the vertical lines. 8, 8, yes, 8, 8. Wow. 89.9. I'm sorry, 79.2. I really have a problem with one of the YouTube favorite, Carlos Ramos. Carlos Ramos will do an inward 3 1/2 somersaults with 3.2 difficulty. Oh, that's very good for Carlos Ramos. Very clean dive. No significant water splash. And I believe it was a good vertical line. The top position is good. And revolution is nice.
Good time to grab his hands to form vertical lines. 8, 7, 7.5, 7. Total. 68 puntos. Carlos Ramos got 68.8 for his third round. 0 penalty. Very good, Carlos Ramos. Puerto Rico on this platform. Sorry. It's not Puerto Rico, it's Cuba. I'm sorry. It's a little bit late here in the Oman. A little bit sleepy. I hope you can forgive me. Reverse 3 in 1/2 somersaults. Cuba, Carlos Ramos. I keep on telling Puerto Rico, but he's from Cuba. Yeah. He's taking his time to start so that he will be precise. Wow! It was nicely done for Carlos Ramos. I admire his precision in this 10 meters platform dive for his 4th round.
The judges' awards. Puntuación
7, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7,
Total 66.30.
66.30.
Manuel Vázquez 207C.
66.3. Awesomely done for Carlos Ramos. 66.3 for this round. Carlos Ramos now on the platform of Cuba, favorite of YouTube for the Latin American diving. Arm stand back, double somersaults with 1 and 1/2 twisting, 3.2 difficulty. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share to this channel for Chris RD. Thank you very much for subscribing, and so that we can be updated for more diving competitions. I mostly look and research for where are those competitions are, because most of them are not available in YouTube. It was nicely done for Carlos Ramos. A very clean dive, minimal water splash. Surely it was a good vertical lines. Very tight core, a good push. Nice. Oh, no leg separation, a good entry. 6.5, 7, 7, 7. Yeah, there was a twisting of the legs in the flight, and it will be. Carlos Ramos got 62.4 in that dive. He needs to. Carlos Ramos now of Cuba, the favorite of YouTube. Yeah, he will do a back 2 and 1/2 somersaults with 1 and 1/2 twisting in his final dive. Nicely done for Carlos Ramos here.
The judges' awards. Puntuación 7.5,
8, 7.5, 7, 6.5, 7.
Total 70.40.
70.40, 70. 70.4. Total score for Carlos Ramos in the 6th round.